Tisha here. Spike's down there. You can't really see him. This is a total spare of the moment vlog about downsizing when moving into a van or living the van life and learning to downsize. I just wrote a couple little scratch notes to try and keep me focused and everything. But this is just something I just thought of like tonight, spare of the moment. Didn't put a lot planning into it. Maybe it'll be good because it'll be a slightly shorter video for you guys. Because I know most of my videos have been kind of long. So yeah, this is just a couple of tips that let's get started. Okay, so when you're living the van life, it really helps to downsize. And I mean, in general, having less stuff is really nice, you know. So here's a couple of things. Books. I think a lot of people really love their books. But now in this day and age, you can donate those books to the library and just get a digital copy. You know, even if you'll have to kind of buy the book again, it's so much easier just to having things on a Kindle, or I have books on my tablet. I buy a lot of books off of Amazon, and I actually can read it on my phone and then end up being able to read it on my tablet later on. It's so much nicer, you know, and it remembers where I left off if I doze off, you know, things like that. So books take up a lot of weight. Papers. If you are able to, I would suggest having a digital copy of all important papers. So, you know, anything important. Instead of lugging around like a whole folder of papers, unless you really have to, I would suggest trying to scan all those and stick them on a hard drive or on your laptop, or have them in a couple places, have them in the cloud, you know, in case you ever need to access them or ever need to print off a copy, then you can, you know. But it's, I think, also a lot safer just to have a digital copy somewhere or a few places than to be lugging around in your van or backpack or whatever important papers. Kitchen stuff. You will start out with a whole bunch of things you think you'll need, and then you'll turn around and be like, really, I just need a knife. I just need only 2 plates, maybe. It depends how many, if it's just you or just you and a mate, you know, whatever. But you really have to look into every nook and cranny of your kitchen, and you really don't need as many items as you think you do. It kind of depends if you're going to entertain or not. If you think you're going to entertain like every once in a blue moon, just go get paper plates for those times and throw them away. Save your water, you know, because you're limited to how much water you can have on board, and then dumping the tank and all that other stuff. So, you know, maybe just have just what you need, you know. And then really think about like the kitchen appliances, what you really use, like how often in a week. You know, don't hold on to things you don't use a whole lot. You know, that goes for everything in your van. Clothes. This is a really good way to really downsize. Maybe get yourself those packing cubes that I have, or get like a certain size backpack, like say a 30-liter backpack or so, and try to fit all your clothes into that, you know, and maybe limit like how many shirts, pants, shorts you have. You have to think too, if your van was ever in the shop and you are not going to be able to sleep in it in a day or two, or have to stay in a hotel or with a friend while your van is in the shop, if they won't let you stay there, you're going to have to like bring your stuff anyways. So might as well have a backpack or two to be able to take what you really need for a couple of days. So already having your stuff like in a backpack kind of really helps. But think, you know, how many outfits can you really wear in 1 week? And try to have things that are dual purpose, you know, and think about the fabrics, you know, is it easy to wash, easy to hang to dry? Maybe you only have like 5 of everything, perhaps. It depends how sweaty, smelly you get, depends on the type of job that you have, depends on the climate where you live. It is easier to have less items if you live in a warmer climate or something that's got more humidity, because you're less likely to wear less clothes, you're more likely to wear things that's dries faster, takes up a lot less room, more like workout type clothes. So it's kind of easier, True, when you live in colder climates, you got all these layers, so you're going to have a little bit more. But there's so many nice technologies out there on fabrics now where you can buy a thin shirt and it can keep you pretty warm, True, it's going to cost a bit more, but, you're not having to layer so much. You just have a thinner shirt and it'll kind of keep you decently warm with maybe one or two other layers, And then you have to think, too, maybe about sweatshirts. Maybe only have one or two sweatshirts. Also with clothes, maybe have only a couple items of clothes, but buy nicer, better quality. If you're going to buy a pair of khaki pants, buy maybe one that could be just a dressy pair, but kind of more casual, and then maybe have 2 or 3 maybe other ones that are more everyday kind of thing, and so that kind of, that way. And then maybe jackets, just have one jacket, shoes, this is hard for me, kind of. I hate shoes. Like, I wish I could go barefoot all the time, but I'm a dog walker, so I kind of have to wear shoes. And I like to change my shoes almost every day, every other day. So there's times I have 1 or 2 pairs of shoes and I'm happy, but then I burn through those so fast, in like 2 months, and I'm like, I'm ready for a new pair, So for me, I do have a couple pairs right now. I have a pair of hiking boots, a pair of jogging, running, a pair of loungy, casual, 2 pairs of sandals, there's probably one other pair in there somewhere. But I'm trying to cut back again, and just have just what I need, But maybe with shoes, have like 1 pair of sandal, flip-flop kind of things, maybe a pair of warmer shoes, and maybe a pair of like running casual shoes, So at least that's not too bad. And of course, if there's like 2 people living in your van, you're gonna both really have to pare down, and I think it should be even. So I think if I have 5 shirts, he should have 5 shirts. I think it should be even, If I'm gonna have 3 pairs, you're gonna have 3 pairs. Like, I think that really helps and keeps it fair. It shouldn't be, oh, well, I'm a girl, so I should have more. I'm a dude, that, blah, blah. No, try to be fair. I think, because then you both are equally sharing the space. And you can't blame one for more of this or that or whatever, I see it all the time. Like, so many arguments that way. Like, just try to be fair, you guys. Be even about things. Like, support each other in that sense, Even like hats, maybe how many hats do you wear in a week? Maybe just have 2, Because the more items you have, the more you're going to feel closed in, the more things you're going to have to try and like keep track of and find places for and hanging things, and it just looks like so cluttered. Gym equipment. I think all of us fanners, even RV people, it's hard. Some of us are such outdoors people where we have rollerblades and skateboards and ski stuff and biking stuff. There's so many things we love to do because we have a smaller place and we're so much more connected to the outside world. So we like rock climbing, and it's hard, but we have to somehow try to pare down what we do have. Maybe some of it, like I have some exercise equipment, like those stretchy band things, when instead I could just download an app on my phone and do some old military type workouts where it's like 20 push-ups and jumping jacks and that sort of thing, where that didn't take any room or any weight in the van, so maybe think of things like that. Instead of carrying around dumbbells, carry around those exercise bands, or use each other as resistance, or use those, I think it's like XRT, I forget what it's called, but it's like these special bands that you can tie up over a tree, and they don't weigh anything, and it's these special types of bands, and you can do military workout like that too. Oh, I wish I remember what they're called. It'll come to me later probably, but maybe you guys know. Put a link right in the comments what it's called. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. Toiletries. Try to buy smaller size items. It's hard as girls. They want to just put everything in a huge bottle thinking we need this huge thing of shampoo. No, we don't always. And when you start the vanning life, you'll start to notice maybe because you don't have as much water and taking a shower is harder in the van, or getting to the gym, like things like that. So you kind of start doing some of your normal household habits that you had living in a house, you'll start doing it a little less often. Some of us tend to. So you don't need the huge bottle of shampoo. Maybe buy a smaller bottle, you know, and then dilute it a little bit, you know. Things like that kind of help. There are some people that go totally organic route where maybe they just get that little bottle of the Brommer's 8-in-1 soap and they use it for everything. I'm actually allergic to that stuff, so I can't seem to use it, unfortunately. But try to get dual purpose items. Like if you get get one of those like bottles of words like a body wash, shampoo kind of thing in one, you know, or shampoo, conditioner. So with your toiletries, try to have smaller sizes or something that's more dual purpose, or start thinking, what do you really need and what do you really not, you know. You don't need 2 different types of shaving cream. Like, just get one small one, you know, things like that. Or can you use your conditioner that you're going to use in your hair as shaving cream also, like those kind of ideas. So pare down your toiletries. The size of items you have in your van. So instead of having those big long umbrella camping chairs, they make small ones that I have some, and I need to do a review on them, that are only like in a case like that big, that weigh like a pound, versus this big long umbrella chair, you know what I mean? So when you're looking for things for your van, for the everyday van living, try looking over in the backpack camping aisle, because a lot of things will collapse down, they'll be super lightweight, they could be dual purpose. Even though those things, a lot of that backpack camping stuff costs a lot, but a lot of it is built pretty good, I've noticed. Go read reviews for things online on Amazon, that always really helps, you know, or a lot of the sports stores have pretty good returns, I know. I do in my neck of the woods. So yeah, just look at backpacking camping gear, because a lot of it's more smaller and it'll take up so much less space, a lot less weight in your van, because every pound you're adding to your van, you're getting less in gas mileage, you know, and there's more wear and tear on your van. The quantities of items, so try to pare down. Like, you don't need 50 pens, maybe you just need 3, and if you run out of those 3, go buy 3 more, you know. So every little item, just pare down, you know. You don't need 8 forks, maybe you just need 2 or 4, you know. Sleeping bag, you could do that, and then shove your sleeping bag into one of those stuff sacks, I think it's called, where it compresses down really small, instead of having a whole bunch of blankets. Like, maybe you love the whole bunch of blankets, but washing all the blankets, drying all the blankets is such a hassle, takes so long. You know, it's just easier just to have like one sleeping bag and maybe one extra blanket to like cuddle with, you know, or to put on top of the sleeping bag. And if you get a sleeping bag rated for the type of weather you're going to be in, that really helps too. And then pillows. You know, don't have 4 pillows on your bed when it's just you. I mean, yeah, we all love our pillows, you know, but just maybe you only need 1 or 2. You don't need 4, really. Especially if no one's ever really in there except your dog, you know. Cleaning products. Try to find dual-purpose cleaning products. So instead of buying a counter cleaner and the window cleaner and the degreaser, just buy one spray bottle that will degrease and clean windows and countertops and everything. Also, buy maybe the cleaning wipes, and instead of having paper towels and the spray, just buy the cleaning wipes, and you just pull it out of the little pouch, and then just wipe down whatever you gotta do. You know, they work pretty good. You know, it helps. So even if you can find smaller items, sometimes shopping at 7-Eleven is really good, or at the dollar store, so you have smaller items instead of having to buy the big spray bottle, or sometimes buy the smaller sizes and then just dilute it with water. Kind of helps too. Let's see. And then if you have a pet, which is always a hard part, it always adds more stuff to your living situation. But try to pare down even what your pet has. Like, is this toy collection this huge? but he really only plays with this many toys. So, you know, downsize what toys he really loves and really plays with. Also, how many leashes they have. Do they really need 10 leashes? Maybe you only need a retractable one, a tie out, and then one other leash, you know. How many harnesses do they have? How many outfits? So even your pet needs to kind of pare down its stuff too a little bit. But yeah, try to kind of look around into every nook and cranny. And the less you have, it's easier kind of to organize things. That's, I think, all I can think of for right now. If I think of other stuff, I'll probably do a part 2 of this video. But yeah, like, subscribe, comments down below. Thank you guys all for watching and for subscribing, and I'm always looking for new video ideas. So if you guys are like, do a video on whatever you guys think of, let me know, and I'm free to open to ideas. I'm always thinking of stuff, but there's probably stuff out there I haven't thought of, and you guys have ideas, and I can do the videos. And I'm sorry these are never edited videos either. I only have my phone, which is hella old, and then I have a tablet, and I don't know how to do photo or video editing on my tablet yet. I'm kind of new to this camera too, so when I get my laptop in a few months, then I'll do the video editing, okay? But thanks so much for being patient with me, guys. I'm watching all these unedited videos that are just probably so plain and boring. But anyways, peace, guys.